So people always say to me, but what is RTT? And what do people do that are RTT therapists? And I say, well, you know what? It's like wearing 5 hats. When you train in RTT, you remember the 5 techniques you're going to use to be amazing. And the first hat is having an intake form and using your imagination to work out what's happened. And then you put on your new hat and you become an investigator. You become like a detective. We actually call it doing the detective, but we are investigating with a client. So a detective will stick pictures and go, hey, look at that crime scene, look at that. And they're investigating what happened, and I'm investigating, you're investigating what happened to your client. Like, I things like, well, you know, when I was 2, my dad left, my mum said, well, he always wanted a girl and you're a boy, and that's why. When I'm done with the investigating, guess what I become next? I become an interpreter. And I'm interpreting with the client, how did that affect you? Being told, you know, one of my clients said that her dad's best friend walked out to her mother and said, you're a disgrace. You didn't give your husband a son. He'll never be a man. I heard that. I thought, oh, I've got to be a man. And for my whole life, I've denied my femininity. I couldn't even get pregnant because I never realized that that event made me think, should have been a boy. I'm in the wrong body. So now we've investigated, we've interpreted. Next, we become a massive interrupter. We say, your dad's best friend was an idiot. You were meant to be you. You were meant to be a girl. You were meant to be here. We interrupt the client's belief system. We have lots of different ways of doing that. We have 9 different interruptions. They're very powerful. And finally, your final job is to be an installer. You become a coder. You code in why and fire, and you install a new belief. So the detective would look at, why can't you leave food? And then we'd maybe get a scene. I was made to sit and eat congealed bits of fish. The interpreter goes, well, that makes sense. Of course, that's why. The interrupter says, but that's not a good reason anymore. Your dad's been dead for 20 years. If it wasn't, you could still say, hey, Dad, you like the fish so much, you freaking eat it. They get different ideas, and then the installer fires them in to go, you love leaving food. When you've had enough, you stop. You were born like that. No baby says, I can't get enough milk here. I need twice as much. We reactivate, re-manifest, regenerate what you were born with, which is, by the way, loads of confidence, a belief that you're deeply lovable. Because when you're in the womb, it's like being in the Hyatt. It's like being in the 4 Seasons. You get 24-hour room service. Someone is always there, and it's always 75 degrees. That's where you start from. And imagine going back to that. Wow, I matter. I feel worthy. My needs can be met. Because when our needs aren't met, we do this weird thing. We go, well, they're never going to be met. That's the end of that. Or someone out there better turn up and meet them for me. No, when you can reframe everything and meet your own needs, it makes you strong. It makes you deeply desirable. It makes you confident. And so the 5 I's, intake form, investigate, interpret, interrupt, and install something better, is life-changing, but also very easy to follow. And that's what we're finding all across the world. We have amazing therapists across the globe doing amazing work, getting amazing results, living a great life, earning a great income, and saying, wow, this is the best thing ever. They know which hat they're wearing and when. They know where they're going. They have a roadmap for success. And so can you. And that's why RTT works, because it's a formula, but it's not rigid, it's flexible. It's immensely powerful. And I'd love you to join me in helping people all over the world using your 5 I's, wearing your 5 different hats, making a difference, change people's lives. And don't forget, you're also changing your own every day. So have a look around the website. I have so many audios, so many products designed to help you become free of love blocks, wealth blocks, health blocks, success blocks. We have so many blocks. We're in our own way to help you overcome limiting beliefs and blocking thoughts. And maybe when you've done that, you think, wow, I'm ready now to become a therapist too. And I'd love to train you in the best training in the world so you can have, like me, the best job in the world that never gets old, never gets tired, and gives you back as much as you give, sometimes even more.